Hello everyone, Chocolo Roberto here for another video review. This time we have the Oreo Spooky vanilla flavour. Bit of a funny name, Oreo Spooky, but I guess it is what it is. Yeah, why not? So basically this looks like to be a Halloween edition of Oreo really, so I'm not sure, it looks a bit interesting. It's clearly got a sort of like a spider's web effect on the biscuit, which is quite nice. And I guess like an orange pumpkin coloured looking sensor, so very interesting. I think quite a good take on it really. Yeah, I think there's not much you could probably do with an Oreo to make it Halloween edition, and I think they've pretty much nailed it here. Just on the packaging at least, anyway. So yeah, interesting. Yeah, so before I go on, I've done about 670 reviews or something like that now. There's a lot of them. I've done a lot of Oreo product reviews actually as well. So in this corner, there'll be a link to a playlist of all my other reviews. So after you've liked this video and subscribed to my channel, please go check that out. I'll do a playlist of all my Oreo reviews as well up there as well that you can see. It might not pop across now, but it will be there if you click on the eye symbol. Yeah, and if you're in a position to do so, I've got a YouTube member program going on as well, so if you want some exclusive videos, go check that out. A link will be there as well. Yeah, please do. It'd be hugely appreciated. Whatever you do, leave a comment or free. It's always great to hear from you. It truly is. So, and I do reply. So yeah, and thanks for watching. Okay, on to the review. Yeah, so very excited about this one actually. I think I'm always excited for this, but I think I say that every time. I think it just looks quite nice and a bit of a different take on the regular Oreo product. And I like Oreos, but I think I've kind of been Oreoed out. I think there's so many Oreo products out there. There's Oreo chocolates. There's one Oreos with chocolate in. There's chocolate covered Oreos. There's lots of different flavours of Oreos. They seem, I think about maybe, I don't know if it's maybe let's say 10 years ago. I'm sure there was either only one type of Oreo or even no Oreos about, but it just sort of seems to have really exploded in the UK. Oreos are quite big in the US and have been for a while, but yeah, in the UK when I was younger there was no Oreos at all. I think you could get I seem to recall it being the Family Circle biscuit selection, but it was our biscuit selection, one or the other, and it had a biscuit that was basically an Oreo in it, but it had like a chocolate cream centre rather than sort of like a vanilla cream, whatever the Oreo centre normally is. I always used to love it, and it was the only I never saw that biscuit anywhere else because there was just no Oreos around back then, and it was only in that biscuit product that I ever saw it. It could have been available elsewhere. I mean, I wasn't, I was only young at the time, so I didn't really go around supermarkets frequenting them and looking for different biscuits, so there is a chance, but you never saw Oreo on advertised on television or anything like that. It was always just, it was only in that selection, and there was only ever two of them as well, I think. I don't know if it was a 2-layer tray with two on each, or there was just one layer and just two of those biscuits. But I really like them, and and obviously that's the only time I could ever get them. So it's quite nice that we've got these out and about with that sort of orange, that sort of dark chocolate biscuit, which I do quite like. But nonetheless, it's not quite so special anymore because you just see Oreos all over the place. So it's not something I have very often, even though I do like it. So it says something here. I don't really know what that says. Does it say? My little trusty torch here. It looks like it says no, something in French. It says share de poule. It's got Oreo Spooky and then a 1 next to the 1. And then the 1 underneath says share de poule. I don't know if that's a translation or something. I can see. Obviously. I don't know what that how you pronounce it. It looks like, I assume it's French. Yeah, don't know if that translates to spooky. I'm not sure. Might have a do a caption. So it says vanilla flavour, and it's got 2 asterisks next to that. So what's that for? No, it isn't. I don't know. What could that? Why would you say vanilla flavour and then have an asterisk next to it? No, 2 asterisks because there's another asterisk which is for something else. Yeah, I don't know. I can't see where those 2 asterisks go to. It's quite important because it says it's vanilla flavour and it's got 2 asterisks next to it. So I mean, what yeah. Oh wow, there we go. Vanilla flavour. Okay. It says vanilla flavour, it's got 2 asterisks next to it, and it says vanilla flavour. I mean, well, actually, what it's doing is it's got the translations next to it, so it's clearly to translate it for other languages. But for some reason, they've also put vanilla flavour as well. It's like that share de poule, whatever it is there for spooky. They've also done it for the vanilla flavour. Just down there, I think it is. Yeah, okay, so it is vanilla flavour. I was worried it was going to say, actually no it isn't, in the asterisks. Okay, so yeah, so what have we got? So one biscuit is 11 grams, it's 52 calories a biscuit, 2.1 grams of fat, 0.6 of which are saturates. And for 100 grams it's 474 calories, 19 grams of fat, 5.2 of which are saturates. And the point in these is the comma. So in mainland Europe, in a few other, usually mainland European countries, rather than a decimal point to have the decimal point, it has a comma instead. So yeah, or rather than a full stop, I guess you'd say, to have the decimal point, it has a comma instead. So yeah, still a decimal point, but it's just to use the comma instead. Yeah, so obviously that's, yeah, just shows it's probably not an English product, basically. Okay, yeah, does it say if it's got an official description somewhere, maybe? I don't think so, I think it's just the, oh, there we go. Chocolate flavour sandwich biscuits with a vanilla flavour filling, 29%. Yeah. I mean, it's probably the same flavours now, but it looks like it's coloured orange. There we go. So there's a bit of flourishes at the side here. You know, so yeah. But it is a biscuit, you know, I don't know. I'm not too as worried about them when they're on biscuits like this. But, you know, again, it's not too bad. They could be flat, and you have seen them packaged flat. It is possible. So again, it is making it look bigger than it is. Nonetheless, I think that's big enough anyway. I don't think it needs to have it. Maybe in this case you can give them benefit of the doubt. It's just for, I don't know, openness or whatever. But even so, it does make it look bigger than it is. You can see the nice packaging as well, the spider and the web. I think you could have made that look, made it out to be something pumpkin related maybe, the orange, but obviously, I don't know, it might be a bit more trouble than it's worth. Alright, well I think, yeah, we should give it an open, see what it really looks like, if it does look as good as that. I mean, it's not a massive, you know, it's only a basic thing, isn't it? But it's a nice touch on it. Okay, let's give it an open. Okay, once again, these vanilla flavoured Oreo Spookies. I think that's probably the best way to describe them. Oreo Spookies vanilla flavour. I'm not sure. We're going to give them an open anyway. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see how many there are in the product. Not sure how many are in a regular orange, a regular Oreo pack. So, it's got a lovely smell to that, I must say. They do smell very nice. Divide them into groups of 5. It's probably easier, isn't it? Yeah, so we've got 14 in here, basically. Not too bad. Yeah, so here we go. So, oh yeah, not too bad then. So, I think they seem to have a random... Oh, unless that's a mistake. Yeah, I don't know if this was, yeah, a couple of them, I don't know if they were the end ones, I'm not sure, but basically most of them are just double-sided with the web pattern, which looks nice actually, doesn't it? So most of them are double-sided web, but there are a couple of them which have Oreo on one side as well, so I don't know if that was the top and bottom one, unfortunately I've mixed them up now. But yeah, there's a web on the other side, and then there's this other one here with Oreo, and then the web. So the web looks very nice, doesn't it? You can see there as well, orange cream in the middle. Still vanilla flavour, it's not pumpkin flavoured or anything like that. But it looks nice, yeah. I think that's very nice, that. I think it's quite a nice web. Spooky enough, yeah. I think we could give these out on Halloween. Obviously, a bit different because it's not individually wrapped, where you can't really give the whole pack. Well, maybe you could give the whole pack, but I don't think, you know, not normally what you do on Halloween. 4.5 centimetres wide in diameter. And the height is about 1 centimetre high. Let's see if we can take the top off. There you go, give it a twist. No, I don't think I've ever normally twisted them like that before. I just remember seeing it on the advert and it works. So you see there as well. So it doesn't go quite to the end, but that's a good enough amount, I think you'd say. So this sort of diameter of the cream. So the diameter of the whole biscuit, as I say, is about 4.5 centimetres, but the cream diameter is about 3.6. So you've got 0.9 centimetre difference on the end. Yeah, I remember when I was younger, bourbon creams were the thing. I think it's custard creams and bourbon creams when I was younger. They were the main creamy biscuit scented ones. So I'd say there wasn't Oreos around back then. I remember we used to have a biscuit tin. I think it was on top of the... When we used to hide it on top of the fridge, I was too small to reach. I remember when I finally could reach it, I was good enough to get a chair to climb up on it. So I could sneak in. But what I used to do was take the bourbons, take the top off, and basically lick the cream off, and put the top back on and put them back in. Yeah, so basically my mum or someone would come to get a biscuit and all the bourbons have no cream on them. Honestly, yeah, things kids do, eh? But yeah, that's what I used to do. Yeah, so I probably would have done these with these, I reckon, as well. Well, you know, yeah, because I think probably maybe the biscuit itself would have been too bitter for me. Well, when you're younger, you know, you just like the creamy bits, don't you, the indulgent parts. All right, well, I think we should give these a taste. Yeah, let's do it. Look very nice. Did they taste nice? Let's give them a go. Let's give these Oreo Spookies a taste. Oreo vanilla-flavoured Spookies. I'm not sure. Oreo Spooky. I don't know what I don't know what they're called, but Oreo vanilla-flavoured Spooky, I think sounds fair enough. Or vanilla-flavoured Spookies. Okay, so yes, we've got one here, full one. Let's say got the nice. That's probably, well, it's well split in half, so I won't use that one. Nice sort of Oreo side on. A couple of them have the Oreo image on one side, and then this web on the other. But most of them have just webs on both sides. Yeah, let's give it a go. Let's give it a taste. Only one. Oh, nice, really. I mean, it's just the only sense doesn't taste any different than normal. I think it's quite overshadowed by the biscuit. I mean, it's quite strong, sort of dark chocolate biscuit taste, I guess you'd say. How does it describe the biscuit? We'll find it. This is chocolate flavoured sandwich biscuits. I would say it's more of a dark chocolate taste. I mean, it does come across that way anyway. Yeah, it does. But it's nice. It's nice. Also, you can't really taste the cream very much though. Let's have a taste. I'll just try with half like this. Let's see. Better. You can see how thick the cream is there. Yeah, a bit better. Not very much taste to it though. It's just the cream. It doesn't really have much of a taste to it, even when eating half like that. You can't really taste it very much. I guess that's like the regular Oreo, but I can't. You know, yeah. I mean, it does have a bit of a non-taste, but it's not too bad. It's got a bit of a coffee here. Let's see. It's been not overly warm, but give it a bit of a dunk. Struggle to find a biscuit that doesn't taste better when dunked. Yeah. It tastes quite nice actually when dunked. Yeah. Softens very well. Yeah, it gets very soft and not bad actually. It gets obviously the flavour of the coffee in it. Absorbs the flavour. It's a good dunking biscuit. I think maybe kids are meant to dunk it in milk, aren't you? I think. I mean, I've never really done that. I think I've never dunked biscuit in milk before. I think it would nonetheless work just as well. And so my coffee's not overly warm. So it would, yeah, it would, as I say, go quite cold quite well. Well, let's get a bit of a glass of milk. Let's try it. Let's go. Well, yes, I've got my little. I've not filled it to the top because I don't want to waste too much of it because it's just for this. But yeah, so I've got a biscuit. Going to dunk it in this milk. So let's see. That's what you're meant to do. Apparently. Well, I think you're meant to. Well, you're meant to lick it and stuff. I don't know what you're meant to do really. But let's just try dunking it in milk straight away. It's not bad actually, because it makes the milk is really cold. On the hot drink where it kind of makes it sort of warm and soggy. The coldness of the milk is makes the biscuit quite cold. It's quite good actually. Yeah, I could see this being quite a good thing for a lot of things. That's surprisingly quite good. I say the milk is cold, so it really gives it like a different aspect to it. It's almost like eating it that's been sort of refrigerated slightly. I imagine it's been quite good for dunking anything in really, chocolate bars and things. But obviously the biscuit absorbs the milk. It does make them very easy to eat. I have to say, it's very it's very moreish. Yeah. I could recommend that. It's not bad at all. So I know there's a specific way you're meant to do it. I think you're meant to take the top off or something, aren't you? And something like that. But Yeah, as I say, I know there's a specific way you're meant to do it, like, I don't know, twist the top off or something, and I don't know, I don't think you're meant to lick the cream or something and then dunk it in milk or something like that, aren't you? I'm not sure. But just dunking it as a whole, it's really nice, yeah. I quite like that. I think that's really good. Might even be just as good, if not better, than the dunking in a hot drink. Definitely a different way to do it, and definitely adds its own benefits, yeah, so not too bad. So in this biscuit's not too bad, really. Again, it's nothing groundbreaking, no, it's quite standard. The scent you can't really taste. The biscuit itself's nice, though. As I say, it absorbs the cold or hot drink pretty well, and so it makes it ideal for dunking. And it's got a good look for it for Halloween as well, this web design. And as I say, this sort of pumpkin colour centre as well. Obviously, it's not really overly highlighted that it's pumpkin-like, I guess, but I'm assuming that's the idea for it, the inspiration behind it. So, yeah, I think as a Halloween product, it's not too bad. Difficult to hand out individually, I guess, but you could just throw one into a bag. It's not going to be a problem, I don't think, but obviously you do get little bits of chocolate crumbs everywhere. But I think, yeah, I think overall it's not too bad. I think, you know, it's quite a standard biscuit. It's, you know, I think it's probably doing it a disservice to give it 3.5 out of 5, but I think it is, you know, it's a high 3.5, a low 4. I'm not sure. I'm going to say 3.5 for now, and I don't mean that in a bad way in this way. I think it's just a standard Oreo biscuit, really, but it is nice, and I do like it. But again, it's just quite a standard biscuit, you know. Yeah, I think a 3.5 out of 5. I think, but as I say, I could push up to a 4. But I think but the cream doesn't taste of anything, and you're just left with the biscuit, which has a nice taste to it, but nonetheless, it's just quite a standard biscuit that's nice. So 3 is an average. You know, so 3.5 it's slightly above average basically, you know, which I think is fair. So 3.5 out of 5, and a good Halloween design and a good treat for Halloween as well. Okay, guys, so enjoyed that review. Let me know what you think. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram as well. Patreon if you can, and the YouTube member program if you're able to as well. All the links and stuff in this, I don't know, in the top left or in the description below, or both. Yeah, and thanks for watching. Leave a comment or free. Always great to hear from you. Truly is. Really enjoy reading your comments, and I always reply as well. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Bye for now. And happy Halloween. See ya.